here for my other videos, which was talking about using system of equation, using elimination method and substitution method to solve system of equation. But guys, I'm back with another method, and this method is actually very easy. And the name of this method is Crammer's rule. And Crammer's rule is a very easy. It's just like the other methods where you all actually have to know step by step. And if you know how to process it step by step, anywhere in the world, when they give it to you, it's going to be so easy for you to solve it. Any equation, any system of equation they give to you, this grammar rule works for everything. So, boys, give me a second while I share my screen. Okay, guys, so I got a system of equation over here. This is how a system of equation look. So now I'm going to get started using the Crammer's rule. So to get started with the Crammer's rule, we have AO, A1, and A2. So let's write it down over here, and let me show you guys how to do it step by step. So AO equals, now we got to write exactly what we have over here and exactly what we got over here. So we got to put a line, and then we got a 2 and a 5, and we got an invisible one over here, so it's going to be -1, and we got another one over here, so it's going to be 1. That's how to get your AO. So far, easy. So now let's go to our A1. So A1 equals, and then we got to put our lines, and then now we got to write exactly what's over here, which is -9 and -5. So -9 -5. And now you got to write exactly what you have over here, which is -1 and 1. -1 and 1. That's how to get your A1. So far, so good. Now we got to get our A2. So our A2 equals, we got to put our little line. And now we got to go back all the way to AO, and we got to write this 2 and 5. So exactly how it is. 2, 5. And then now we also got to write our -9 and -5. So -9 and -5. So now you can see each section have their own variables. So they got AO got 2, 5, -1 and 1. A1 got -5 and -9, -5, -1 and 1. And then A2 got 2, 5, -9 and -5. So that's how to get started using the Crammer's rule. Now let's go to the next step. So as you can call this step 1. And now I'm gonna get a step 2. Now, give me a second while I pull up step 2. So now for step 2, you gotta actually cross multiply on every single bracket you just made. So we gotta write our AO, and we gotta put our little dominants, determinants. So our little determinants, and then equals, and then we got to cross multiply over here and another cross multiply over here. So 2 times 1, so we're going to write 2 times 1, and then you got to put a minus. So each time you minus, you got to put each time you multiply it, you got to put a minus. So it's 2 times 1 minus, and then what's the other cross multiply, which is -1 times 5. So -1, and then we got a 5 equals. So now let's solve for this. So 2 times 1 is 2. So far, so good. When a minus and minus meet each other, they turn into a plus. So now we got +1 and then times 5 equals 2 plus, and then what is 1 times 5? And 1 times 5 is 5. And then now we go back to the easy kindergarten work, which is 2 plus 5, which is 7. So that's how to get your AO, the determinant of AO. So now we're going to get the determinant of A1. So we got to put our determinant sign, A1, and then equals. Now we got to do cross multiply exactly what we did the other time. So we got to get cross multiply. So now we got to do -9 times 1. And then just like what we did the other time, minus, and then -1 times -5, which is -1 times -5 equals. Now let's solve for this over here. So we got -9 times 1, which is -9. And then anytime minus and minus me is going to be a plus. So +1, and then times minus 5 equals, now we got a minus 9 plus, and then what is 1 times minus 5? 1 times minus 5 is minus 5. And then minus 9 plus minus 5, you're going to get minus 14. So it's going to be minus 14 over here. And we just got the determinant of A1. Now we've got to get the determinant of A2. So we've got to get the put the determinant sign and then A2, and then the determinant sign equals, got to cross multiply over here too. So it's going to be 2 times minus 5, and then minus, and then minus 9 times 9 times 5, which is minus 9 and minus 5 equals, now 2 times minus 5 is minus 10. So we're going to get minus 10 over here. And then minus minus is a plus. So plus 9 times 5 equals, now we got a minus 10, and then 9 times 5 is 45. So it's going to be a plus 45 equals, then now we got to do minus 10 plus 45. So I hope you guys remember how to do that. You got to do a 45 over here, 10 and 5, and then 1 minus 4 minus 1 is 3. So then we got a 33. 35. So now we got each. All right, so we got each determinant. We got A0 to be 7, A1 to be minus 14, and A2 to be 35. So now we got to get our, so far, this is so easy so far. Look at how I put it step by step. Right now, there's nothing wrong right now. You guys are getting it so right. If you're following, if you're still watching this video, I hope you're enjoying this lecture, and I hope you understand how I am putting this equation so far. Because right now, we got ourselves into the easy part. Now the easy part is we got to get our X and then our Y. And we got to get it from this, and it's so easy. So let's make a little thing over there. So to get our X is going to be equals, so to get our X is going to be A1 divided by A0. So we got to do the A1 divided by A0. That's how to get our X. So now to get our Y is going to be equals, to get our Y is going to be A2. So the determinant of A2, the determinant of A2, and then the determinant of A, and then to what you're going to divide A2 by is A0, so A0. So now you got to solve this, and we just got to plug in our determinants, and this is so easy so far. So our A1 over here is minus 14, so minus 14 divided by A0 is 7 divided by 7 equals, now minus 14 divided by 7 is minus 2. So our X is equals to minus 2, and we just figured out our X. So far, so good. We figure out our X, and this is actually so easy so far. So now we got to figure out our Y. We just have to plug it in. So A2 is 35, so 35 divided by A0 is 7, and then equals, now 35 divided by 7 is actually equals, so Y is actually equals to 5. And we just figure out what our X and our Y. So this is our final answer, minus 2, 5, or minus 2 stands for X and 5 stands for Y. And just like that, we figure out our equation. We figure out what Y and X is. So now you might be thinking that, oh, did I use this method right? Am I right? Blah, blah, blah. Now we got to check. And what we just have to do is plug in our X and our Y into our equation that we first got. So if you guys want to take a screenshot of this, you guys can. You guys can scroll back to the video. So now we got to check. So let me clear the board. Okay, so I will clear everything up. Okay. Okay, so I'm almost there. Okay, so now we got to plug in x and y into our equation, our former equation. So our former equation was 2, open a bracket, and then x is minus 2, and then cover the bracket, and then minus, and then y is 5. So now let's see if what we got equals to minus 9. So 2 times minus 2 is minus 4, minus 5 is equals to minus 9, just like what they got over here. So our answer works for equation 1. Now let's try for equation 2. And our equation 2 is 5, and then x is minus 2, close the bracket, plus, and then y is 5. And let's see if we get minus 5, just like what they got over here. So 5 times minus 2 is minus 10, plus 5 is equals to minus 5, just like what they got over here. So as you can see, when you plug in our answer that we used, we got our answer just like what they got in the equation too. So if you use this method anywhere in the world on this equation, you're always going to get x to be minus 2 and y to be 5. I hope you guys really enjoyed this lecture, and I hope you guys understand this Crammer's rule. And if you guys understand it step by step, and if you guys just practice this over and over, and if you keep watching this video over and over, or you keep practicing, I'm gonna say that you guys are gonna be fine if you use this method on any equation. I hope you guys enjoyed this lecture, and I hope you guys understand this, and you guys can use this method on anything. So make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share, and thanks for watching my video. You guys can also watch my substitution and elimination video if you want to know how to use other methods used on system of equation. Thank you guys for watching my video, and bye.